Born in old St. Louis, by the age of 4, Dad knew he was the best little crack shot the West had ever seen. By the time he reached pubescence, he could outshoot all the adolescents west of Durango and north of Abilene. Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, famous gunslinging deputy. Freddy Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, frontier hero to be. Then one day young Freddy Pharkas stared at eyes as black and dark as night, the eyes of an outlaw well known throughout the West. Oh, the tough kid's name was Kenny, and he outdrew Freddy Pharkas when he shot Freddy's ear off to prove who was the best. Now our hero Freddy Pharkas, with wounded pride and earless carcass, vowed to the heavens to give up gunnery. He'd be better off, he reckoned, with the lifelong dream that always beckoned: pencils, not pistols, and pharmacology. Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, highest score on his SAT. Freddy Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, 5-year college degree. After Fred matriculated, got his PhD and graduated, moved out to Course Gold and bought a pharmacy. Now he's a real prescription writer, and they don't know he's an ex-gunfighter. Locked up his memories, repressed them totally. But his peaceful new survival soon was shot to hell upon arrival of Course Gold schoolmarm, the sweet Penelope. She has captured Fred's affection, but he's scared he'll get a huge rejection. Can't bear to tell her just what he used to be. Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, frontier pharmacist bourgeoisie. Freddy Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, peerless, earless, and free.
Freddy Pharkas? You was asking about Freddy Pharkas? The man what saved Course Gold, only nobody knowed it was him? Why, just hop up here on old Whitland Willie's lap, and I'll tell you all about it. Ow, Carnsarn it, a bit more to the right. That's got it. Sit right there. Oh, no, thank you. Now, if I remembers this right, it's been quite a few years. My brain's getting a mite rusty. Oh, that's right. It all started when Freddy went to open up the pharmacy one day, way back in the spring of 1888, as I recall.
Freddy, you don't need to steal that bird. You can buy one for chicken feed. You are surprised to see Billy, the town handyman, boarding up the Dirty Sheet Hotel. The door to the hotel is locked. The hotel was shut down unexpectedly. This put a total of 2 desk clerks and 5 working girls out of jobs. Fortunately, there weren't any maids, or they'd have been fired too. Billy, the town handyman and jack of all trades, is boarding up yet another Course Gold business, the Dirty Sheet Hotel, the finest hostelry in all of eastern Madera County. Okay, so maybe it was only the best after that other hotel was shut down, but in its day, the Dirty Sheet was really something.
Say, Billy, when did the old Dirty Sheet fold?
Oh, good morning, Mr. Farkas. Why, just yesterday. It was a surprise to me, too. Nobody told me nothing about it until they gave me these boards.
Well, if it ain't Sam Andreas, the bartender's bartender.
If it's not, I'm having a severe identity crisis.
How the heck are you? Doc! Hey, Doc!
Huh? What's that?
Are you drunk again?
Me? Drunk? Never. I'm as sober as the day I was plowed off my ass. I mean, the day I was born.
Doc, you're not writing prescriptions while you're drunk, are you?
Oh, no, never. Yeah. I'm a responsible individual with an imperfect reputation.
Doc?
What? What's that? Oh, I swear, it's an established medical procedure. I wasn't negligent. You have my complete cooperation. Let's drink to it. Barkeep, another round for my prescription-filling friend here.
Just simmer in your own juices for a while.
Doc?
What? What's that? Oh, I swear, it's an
No, Doc.
You have my...
Just simmer.
You pick up the whiskey.
Score!
Play it, Neville.
Neville, in order not to lose track of the pieces playing, says nothing. However, he raises his eyebrows as if to say, "Certainly, sir, I'll be happy to play whatever selection you'd care to hear. And what's more, I'll make this old piano sound like a whole orchestra."
Welcome to Course Gold, strangers. I haven't seen you around these parts before. You new in town?
You hear the unmistakable sound of...
Hey, Mom!
You wait.
Howdy,
Freddy Pharkas, you cannot hang around my...
Yeah, nice to see you too.
You surreptitiously swipe the elixir, looking around to see if anybody's watching. Fortunately, nobody is. You can't reach them. There's nothing in them. They're not your property. They'd crumble if you touch them. You do your Peepin' Freddy routine with the hotel window. Furtive shadows steal across the walls inside. What little light seeps into the hotel plays teasingly at vague forms and shapes. How nauseatingly poetic. Rubbing your finger on the hotel window barely removes any dirt. Apparently there was more dirt going on inside than outside. Ah, scratching right there sure feels good, eh, Freddy? You slowly open the coffin.
Say, you ought to do something about that coffin.
Leave the graveyard there. It's being used by the residents. Looks like your dear friend Philip has passed on. Gee, it seems like only a day or two ago you filled a prescription for him.
Uh-oh.
Aha! You'd always wondered where Jim E. Hoffer was buried. Reboot Hill isn't very... Reboot...
Not much privacy, but the ventilation is excellent.
You know, Smithy, I've been wondering about that horse of yours. What happened?
Cornstarch neighborhood kids, you just can't leave anything outside at night anymore without them stripping it right down to the axles.
How's business, Smithy?
Flatter than cow plop, Farkas. And you?
Actually, I'm doing okay. Not great, but I'm making it, in spite of this mild economic downturn we've been experiencing.
Bah, if I could find me a buyer, I'd unload this dump in a sec.
That... The local insect population has been thriving, what with all the dry weather Coarse Gold's been having lately. This is one of the smaller ant hills around the town. Old-timers tell of bygone days when the Fish Camp and Pacific Railroad's heavy industrial traffic kept these rails as bright as new. No more. That just doesn't work like that.
Have I told you about our new Columbus Day account? It's a full benefit, non-interest bearing account. Did you hear about it? Yes, sir.
Thumbing through.
I guess that's how little acorns grow into mighty oaks, 1 penny at a time.
You don't need to sign anything. There's nothing. Thumbing.
We have a...
Now get!
You'd like. There's no.
Morning, Helen.
Freddy Pharkas, since when are we on a first-name basis? Only my closest friends may call me Helen. You and I are acquaintances, nothing more. Therefore, you should address me as Mom.
Land's sake, I'm sorry, Mom?
That's better. Now, what'd you want?
Well, when I remember, I'll let you know.
Honestly, some people.
Hey, Mom, would you mind if I took this empty can?
If you must, I suppose there's more where that came from. In fact, I insist you take it. Get it out of here. I'm sick of the sight of it. Score!
You won't need any of that corn. You're getting enough corn playing this game.
Damn flies! This place is like a stable.
Hey, anybody want to see my spectacular tablecloth trick?
Anybody want to see my famous Julianne, a troublemaker, and serve him up as a side order with the chicken?
On second thought.
Smart.
Howdy, Hop. How's the restaurant business?
Pretty slow. Not much business. Seem like town closing up and blowing away.
You've noticed that too, have you?
It's Mom's Cafe, owned by Helen Back. This is a bottle of Mom's home-pressed apple cider. Mom is merciless to those poor apples. As she turns the press, she screams, "Die, you suckers, die!"
I'd like to shake your hand, Billy. You're doing a fine job.
He looks at you a little funny.
Hiya, Whittlin' Willie. How's the whittling going?
Hiya, Sonny. Just splendidly, thanks. I'm working on an old dead beach whale. It's going to be my best work to date.
Will it be for sale?
Will it be for sale? No, it ain't gonna be for sale. I'm an artiste, dagnabbit. Besides, if I hang on to it for a while, maybe it'll be worth a bundle someday. Now scram.
Score!
You take a complimentary paper bag. None of the items along the back counter are for sale. Chester's stocking up for the big quake, which is due any day now. It's not for sale, dummy.
How's business, Sal? Seems like you always have a customer these days.
Not so good, Freddy. My earnings, she's up, but my profits, she's down.
Oh, that's too bad, Sal. Do you have any ideas about how to increase business?
Well, I do have one idea.
I've been thinking about providing dirty reading material for my customers to read whilst they wait.
But it hasn't been offered to you. What is this attitude where you're trying to take everything that isn't nailed down? You can't get away with that, you know, especially not in the Old West. Better not. They might belong to somebody.
Howdy, Sal.
I can.
Did you notice that the hotel's been
Yeah, I noticed that this morning. What's up with that? Who's the genius who came up with that? We're gonna lose the tourist trade.
Well, if you hear anything about it, let me know, will ya?
You got it, Freddy. And the same to you. You hear anything, you let me know.
I'll be right here, up to me arms in this guy's head.
Sheriff?
Parkburn?
Why'd you close down the Dirty Sheet Hotel?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a little worried about the tourist trade and...
It's not your place to worry about the tourist trade, boy. You leave that to me. Now, as for the hotel, if it's any of your business, it was attracting the wrong sort of business. Transients, hobos, people of low moral fiber. Can't be having none of that.
But at the rate these places are closing down, in a matter of days there won't be any town left.
Listen to me, boy. That ain't none of my never mind. I'm just looking to make this place as safe as can be. So if I gotta close down a place or two, well, y'all will just have to live with that. Patoy!
The spittoon makes a resounding ping.
If you get that thing open, Farky, let me know. It's been locked for years. Nothing in it, as far as I know.
That just doesn't work like that. Chesterfield's sturdy brown paper bags are suitable for penny candy, 2-penny nails, and half-pint containers of Danny's Sour Mash flavored yogurt, the kind with the whiskey on the bottom. You peek inside the bag. Nope, nothing in there yet. Dadgum's magic elixir is positively guaranteed to cure myopia, melancholia, the vapors, congestion, consumption, malaria, piles, shingles, rickets, leprosy, bubonic plague, gout, bursitis, arthritis, and the galloping cruds. 190 proof. Obvious in advertising is still years in the future. You open the bottle and take a long, deep whiff. The cilia lining your nose curl up and fall out. Your sinuses start to drain, your eyes begin to water, and your face turns red. Say, this stuff is really effective.
Morning, Dominic.
Morning, Freddy.
What's new?
Let's see. I finished reading A Century of Dishonor last night. Quite impressive. That Helen Hunt Jackson really knows how to evoke an image of the white man's treachery. Do you know how many treaties your people have signed and then broken in the past 20 years alone?
Excuse me, I heard someone calling me or something.
You can't think of anything to say to that.
Yes, sir. Nice day, sir.
It's one of the young townsboys diligently trying to make his point. In this case, it's a 6. The boy shrugs. Keep your hands off the kids. It's the last train to Course Gold, and it's sunken at the station. You don't feel... Penelope keeps this door locked. You turn the faucet.
Oh, those darned kids! Don't they have anything better to do than hide joy buzzers under the outhouse seat?
The outhouse has a signature half-moon cutout. The bluff stays put, no matter how hard you tug. The doors.
Say, Sam, I think I'll take an Ovaltine. Yes, with a hair in it, too.
Hey, buddy boy, this isn't that kind of a
Doc?
What?
No, Doc.
You've got a great eye for me.
This window not for handing things back and... This window not...
You will not need to hyperventilate. That just doesn't work.
This window not...
Score! Score!
You pick up a tube of Preparation G in the handy 25-ounce Krabby Elephant size. You don't need to use...
Frederick!
Why, Miss Prim, you sure are looking purty today.
Now, Frederick, you may call me Penelope if you please. After all, I think we're to that point in our relationship.
She must be talking about the hayride you both went on last month, or the square dance you both went to last week, or the cow tipping expedition you both went on last night.
Well then, to what do I owe the pleasure of your company this fine morning?
Oh, this isn't a social call, I'm afraid. I have this rather important prescription Doc Gillespie gave me. I was hoping you could fill it as soon as possible.
My pleasure, Penelope.
Why, the poor dear. She must be suffering from the vapors, those injurious exhalations produced within the body, creating feelings of hypochondria and depression. Her prescription is in Doc's usual scrawl and smells of whiskey, so you know it's authentic. Why, the poor dear. She must be suffering from the vapors, those injurious exhalations produced within the body, creating feelings of hypochondria and depression. Her prescription is in Doc's usual scrawl and smells of whiskey, so you know it's authentic. Why, the poor dear. She must be suffering from the vapors, those injurious exhalations produced within the body, creating feelings of hypochondria and depression. Her prescription is in Doc's usual scrawl and smells of whiskey, so you know it's authentic. The desktop's locked. Damn this crude desktop interface. That's the wrong key. You study Penelope's prescription and prepare to carefully fill it. You wouldn't want to make a mistake with her medicine. Why, the poor dear. Why... Why... Why, the... This is where you can... This is where you... You knock them together, but otherwise accomplish nothing. To make pills, this is this bottle of Tylox pollinide is empty. You never seem to have enough. This bottle of Tylox pollinide is empty. You never seem to have enough. This is where you concoct all. You knock them together. You carefully label. Why,
The tube of Preparation G, the latest anti-hemorrhoidal unguent from the folks at Park Loomis, is labeled Top Tush Treatments since 1848.
I'm sorry, Frederick. I'm only interested in picking up my prescription just...
why the... This bottle of Tylox pollinide is empty. You never seem to have enough. Your work.
Oops.
You care?
Score!
Thank you, Frederick. This looks...
Aw, shucks. I'm just a poor pharmacist trying to please my favorite customer. Will I see you again soon?
I think that can be arranged, Frederick. See you soon.
I'll be waiting. So long now, Penelope.
Unfortunately, you were so taken with Penelope's angelic presence that you forgot to charge her the 19 cents she owed you.
Good day, Freddy. Freddy Pharkas!
Well, good day to you, Ms. Back. What can I do for you today?
Well, Freddy Pharkas, Doc Gillespie, that no-good gin soap saw no lush, wrote me this damn prescription that'll probably cost me an arm and a leg. Here, take it. The rot gut from that old wino doctor is making my new ensemble stink to high heaven, I want to tell you.
Helen Back's prescription is barely legible due to all the whiskey spots, but you eventually decipher it. Helen Back. Helen Back. Helen. Helen. The crucible.
Oops. Oops.
This is where you can place you can place. This is where you.
Oops, oops.
This is where. 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 Use up the. This is. This is. Disgusted at your inability to prepare the proper concoction, you discard your attempt in the waste receptacle and leave your laboratory. This is where This is where This is This is where you This is where This is where This is
Oops.
This is This is This is This is This is This is where This is where
Oops. Oops.
Click the mixture on the container, not vice versa.
Oops.
This is where you can You drop Don't
Oops.
This is This is where you
Oops.
This is where you Helen Back's prescription is barely legible due to all the whiskey spots, but you eventually decipher it. The mortar and This is where This is This is This is This is You can place This is This is where you this is you care
That's better, Freddy Pharkas.
That'll be 22 cents, Miss Back.
Y'all just put it on my tab. I don't have it with me right now.
Short while later.
Mr. Pharkas,
Yes, Helen.
I accidentally gave a bit of this so-called medicine to one of my pets, and it died. Obviously, this is not fit for consumption. Now, take back my prescription and get it right this time, or you'll feel the wrath of my handbag, I'll tell you.
I'm so sorry, Miss Back. I'll take another stab at it, and I'll remove the charge from your tab until I get it right.
Huh!
This is where you You toss it into the waste receptacle. This is where this is where this is This is where this is This is where you This is where This is carefully label the container.
Score! That's better, Freddy Pharkas.
That'll be 22 cents, Miss Back.
Y'all just put it on my tab. I don't have it with me right now.
Pretty Cherie, just slide that handsome pharmacist butt on over here. I got something I need from you.
Morning, Sadie. What have you got?
Well, I got a prescription here I need filled. Something that'll increase my womanly powers, if you know what I mean. Be a dear and fill it for me right away, won't you? I simply can't wait to try it out.
Your wish is my command, madam.
You take the prescription from the madam. What a busy morning. You haven't had to fill this many prescriptions since Custer's troops stayed at the Dirty Sheet Hotel.
This prescription is impossible to read. That's what happens when Doc writes a prescription through bleary, whiskey-soaked eyeballs. You stir the...
Score!
Ah, now you can see this prescription the way Doc wrote it.
Finally, you see the prescription as Doc Gillespie must have seen it when he wrote it. Through the bottom of a whiskey glass.